Hello, this is Quaris. So for this video, I'm going to talk about two things. The first is my future plan of my customized base. I mean, the videos that I'm gonna do in the next few months. Then I will go. I will talk a little bit about the templates that I made for customized DB base or the dynamic battle base. For my future plan, everything I'm going to do in the rest of this year is shown in this table. I've seen a lot of suggestions in my comments, and yeah, I know many people are concerning when I will start making DB layers, a DB layer base. And as you can see here, actually, I have completed a lot of designs of DB layers, just haven't started making them. But anyway, the first video about customized DB base will be published at the end of August, and it's gonna be Saber Barkley, the upgrade version of Saber Barkley. I mean, I know TT named their Barkley as their DB Barkley as Savior instead of Saber, but I just don't like the Savior for Barkley because I think it just don't fit Barkley. So in this case, I will just call it Saber Barkley instead of Savior Dash Barkley like I did it before. Whatever I call Variant Dash Lucifer, King Dash Helios, but in this case, I will just call it Saber Barkley. And as I said, everything I'm going to do this year is in this table, and I don't think I will change it unless TT had another horrible product like Variant Lucifer, Hyperion Burn, or just like the Saber Barkley. In that case, I will do an upgrade part for each of them, and maybe I will add them into this list. But yeah, and of course for names, they are not final decisions. If the initials of any of the names conflicts with TT's product, I will just change it. But otherwise, I won't change anything on this table. So then let's talk about the template of my customized DB base. So it's basically there's everything that I gonna provide for all you guys. The left rotation core, left rotation blades, right rotation core, right blades, the armor, and the two different type of dual rotation blades. And for a single rotation blade, you can and a core, you can just use it like this. You can directly assemble it just like the official releases. It's quite simple. Yeah, just like this. This is the high mode, and just like this, it's the low mode. Yeah, the low mode. And same for the right spin one. It's quite simple. And for the dual rotation blades, there are two different types. The first one is flipping. I think this is what the DB Spriggan is gonna do. You can see the L is on this side and R on this side. So if you want to use the right spin mode, make sure that the R is on the top, and you can just put it the core right spin core on it, and put the armor on. Oh, by the way, since because this is just a prototype, I made the material. Now I don't use that good material, so you can see that the armor piece, the template is just quite flexible. Yeah, but if you but if you make one, you make a final decision, you make it thicker, and it will not be something like this. Yeah. So this is a flipping one. This is the right spin, and if you want to use the left spin, you need to flip it, just like the War Spriggan and Master Diabolos, and put the left spin core on it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, that's it. So this is the left spin. And for the other one, it's non-flipping, so it's a little bit different. if you want to use the, you can see the left, the L and R are on the same side, so you just put the core on it and the armor is for left spin, and if you want to use right spin, you don't need to flip it, you just directly put it on. Yeah, just like this. Very easy. So that's all. And if when you do your design, there's something that you need to be careful. For the core, for either direction there are two pieces, the top and the bottom. So when you do designs on this on the top, you need to make sure that everything you made is no more than 3 millimeters higher than this surface. Otherwise, you may not be able to properly put it on your launcher. And when you do designs on the bottom piece, I mean, just like if you add some details like the official releases, you need to make sure that you don't add any extra height on it. You can only cut something off to make the pattern, but you cannot add anything on it. Yeah, that's the thing for both direction cores. And when you design your armor, you need to make sure that it's no more than 4 millimeters higher than this surface. And for this too, I'm not sure if there's any specific restriction, but I suggest you not to make it higher than 2 millimeters, because first, you don't need to make it too thick, and if it's too high, it may just make it unable to assemble properly. Not very sure on this point, but just don't make too thick. And for blades, for the single rotation and the non-flipping dual rotation blade, you need to make sure that it's no more than 2 millimeters lower than this surface. And I don't think it really matters on the top, but just make sure that it's no more than 2 millimeters lower than the bottom. Same for this single rotation blades. And for the flipping dual rotation blade, you need to make sure that it's no more than 2 millimeters over each side. I mean, because you need to flip it, so the restriction on the bottom is actually on both sides on this one, on this template. No higher than this surface, and no lower than, I mean, no more than 2 millimeters higher than this surface, and no more than 2 millimeters lower than this surface. So that's the restriction in your designs. And here's basically everything I'm going to talk about for the template. So that's all for this video. Thank you all for supporting, and next video will come soon. Hopefully you all enjoy it, and see you next video. Bye.